These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
I'm Jordan Bonke with your top stories from the ABC15 Arizona newsroom. Across Arizona, Governor Katie Hobbs is asking the Trump administration to reimburse Arizona for $760 million in border security expenses. So in a letter to DHS Secretary Kristi Noem, Governor Hobbs detailed the money spent on things like the border strike force and staffing ports of entry with ADOT officials. ABC 15 is speaking with the Cochise County Sheriff Mark Daniels.
The state of Arizona helped us do our job to protect our citizens, Cochise County and beyond. So there's a debt incurred in that. No doubt about it. Nobody argues there's a debt.
So the so-called Big Beautiful Bill includes a $12 billion state reimbursement fund for things like this. Hey, and the Marana Regional Airport has its sights set on a new air traffic control tower after the FAA approved proposed funding for the project. This project has been in the works for years, but it got delayed because of the pandemic. It's expected to wrap in 2029.
The river is about 68 degrees, so if I was a horse, I'd want to be by the river for sure.
It sounds really good. 68 degrees definitely does. Following up on that potential relocation for wild horses along the Salt River, a new contract for those wild horses could see the herd reduced to just 100 to match the natural resources in the area. Now, Scottsdale Mayor Lisa Borowski, she's proposing relocating some of the horses to the McDowell Mountain Preserve, but we spoke with people who are concerned about that idea. You can see their responses at ABC15.com right now. And could a Space Force mission be coming to Arizona? A group of state representatives sent a letter to the Air Force Security pushing for the mission to be held in our state. They suggested Fort Huachuca in Sierra Vista in eastern Arizona. That could be a strong candidate because of its infrastructure location and the resources.
Hawk lights like this one at 30th Street and Indian School allow pedestrians to safely cross the street where there's a lot of traffic but not a major intersection. Pedestrians have been taking advantage of them throughout Phoenix, but police say drivers still aren't getting the message.
See people constantly just blow through the red light. They don't treat it like a normal red traffic signal because it's not an actual intersection.
It doesn't take long to see what Lieutenant Justin Wood is talking about. As this pedestrian gets the walk sign, this silver SUV heads through the crosswalk, getting them a ticket from Lieutenant Wood.
Most vehicles had stopped in both directions, east and west. The pedestrian had started to cross the street, and our driver here decided she didn't want to wait for the red light any longer.
This is why we have some of these signs posted here, reminding pedestrians that they should also be aware, vigilant when they're crossing the roadway.
When drivers see a high-intensity activated crosswalk, if no light is on, they can keep driving. But once the light turns yellow,
it's just like any other traffic signal.
And on the full red,
whether or not you see pedestrians, you need to make a full stop.
Once the red lights blink, as long as no pedestrians are in the crosswalk, you can proceed. According to AAA, Arizona has the highest rate per capita of red light running deaths.
Unfortunately, making the wrong choice.
And last year, over 1,300 pedestrians were injured just when crossing the road.
It could be something as expensive as maybe a speeding ticket or running a red light, but it could also go to, you've injured somebody or something worse.
The city is planning on installing 5 more Hawk signals by the end of the year. Reporting for Operation Safe Roads, I'm Adam Klepp.
If you have a question or concerns when it comes to safety on our roads, you can always reach out to our Operation Safe Roads team by emailing roads@abc15.com or calling the number on your screen. A happy Sunday to you. Jordan Bonke with your most accurate forecast. Our meteorologist in this building compiling all the lows and the highs for that summer season and found out that last year tops the list for the hottest summers to date, and we are just below that tie in 5th place at 95.4, but we still got a lot of baseball left to play here because we've got the rest of August and all of September. The heat risk here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday expected to break a record on Wednesday. Really going to be hot this week. Keep in mind, outside, you really want to avoid between 10 and 6. Drink plenty of water and don't leave pets or anybody in the back seat. 112 today, 113 tomorrow for Phoenix. Really going to be hot. Thursday's the hottest day of the week here. And I want to show you one other thing. Flagstaff, they also get 20% chance of rain starting Wednesday going through Sunday. Make sure you're checking on one another and staying hydrated. For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, you can head to abc15.com or download the always free ABC 15 mobile app. Thanks for watching and stay cool.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.